Sunday, Jan 16th. Fuel tank. I decided to get a new fuel tank. I always there's a lot that you can do with them, and I've had them repaired internally and cleaned out and that kind of thing. However, this time I decided to go for a brand new fuel tank, and I'll show you why. So obviously the one on the right is the new one. The one on the left is the it is the older one. The new one looks almost exactly the same, and actually right now I'm pretty pleased with it. What's interesting though is that I found something when I took the old tank out, and I never really turned it over until just a few days ago before I ordered the new one, and I found a very interesting repair on the old one. I have no idea why they did this, but you can see here, this is a leaded patch. This is obviously sitting in the bottom of the car, so I don't understand why that particular piece was needed to be replaced. Certainly not a lot of floor damage in the actual vehicle. We've had accident damage on the vehicle, we found that, but certainly not in the rear trunk, not to that level at least anyway. So I'm not quite sure why that's there. If for no other reason, I'm actually happy to replace the tank because of that. So, don't know. Very interesting. I literally didn't find it until I turned it over just a couple of days ago when I took it out of the car about a year ago. I lifted it out, put it down, and then this is the first time I've looked at it since. So we'll see what happens next. I've ordered all the spare parts. I'm in the middle of painting. The reassembly is going to be very simple. Once it's complete, I'll put it upstairs in my little attic and wait until I get the body back. Fuel tank assembly today. All the parts came in. This is fairly straightforward. Nothing too elaborate. Couple of things that I think I have to be careful of that I'll explain as we go through. But this is the new tank, looking at it from underneath, and I basically bought a replacement kit. This is actually from Moss, and comes with a selection of all of the rubber parts and gaskets, etc. But it also came with this fuel filter that was missing out of my particular tank. This is the what was in the bottom of the pipe that draws the fuel up. So and this is actually what's arrived with Moss. Obviously I'm going to use this. Everything else I've painted up. The bottom of the fuel tank, this actually sticks out onto the roadside, and then this is the plate that goes in at the top of the fuel tank. You'll see that as we assemble this. This is the gasket, nothing too clever, and then this is the fuel sender, and that has to be orientated in a tank in a specific way. So I use the orientation of the old tank to set that up correctly. This is fairly straightforward today. We will see how we get on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's basically it. There's a rubber hose that connects to the fuel filler, which is on here, and then on the outside there are mounts that are part of the kit. I'll use those when I actually install the tank into the actual car, and then here there's a fuel pipe which runs all the way up, ultimately runs up to the carburetor. So right now this is just a tidy assembly. When you install it in the car, this has to come back out again, and the drain has to be removed in order to fit it, but this is just a nice, easy, convenient way of keeping the assembly together for now. Nothing elaborate, very straightforward, brand new tank. Looks good.